that designer look, but at a great price.
Absolutely, you got it.
Well, we're going to jump into our Espadrille. I know I've been teasing you and saying it's been coming up. This is really that classic foundation of an Espadrille, but the uppers are really fresh and new.
Totally fresh.
Who would have thought a denim Espadrille?
Yep, with
But
some sheen, and then of course, I mean, look at the detail there of that studding. I mean, just a beautiful floral stud, you know, done all in studs.
And
So
this
cool.
on Easy Pay. It's brand new today, by the way. Your next option will be our gold. And it's a
Amazing.
gold lace. I mean, for our friend in Palm Springs.
Exactly, for Michelle in Palm Springs. Here's your gold
Here's your
again.
gold.
And look at the crochet on the toe. I mean, just a really, like Gabrielle said, an espadrille isn't necessarily new, but the way this has been done is totally fresh.
Well, we don't have a lot in the gold, and I know
Okay.
this is brand new, but if you like that gold, I wouldn't hesitate. And then if you said, I like the lace, but maybe something a little more subtle, we have it in the black,
Black
as
lace,
well.
black lace, yep.
Now, all sizes 5 through 10 and 11, and this is in medium width. All right, let's take the tour on this because I know the
Sure.
Espadrille saw like a big resurgence about 2 or 3 summers ago.
It
And
did.
not that it's still a style classic though.
It is, it is. So, you know, it's a great shape. It's a nice amount of coverage as well, but still, you know, has that fresh, airy spring, summer look without being, you know, without necessarily revealing toes if you don't want to. You don't have to have a pedicure. There is a lot of memory foam in this, in the base of this shoe. So this sock is really high density foam, and Gabrielle and I, we were, you know, sort of
Over here
pushing
squeezing.
down, and then so what it's going to do is it's going to, you know, when you're wearing it, it's going to, you know, sort of imprint your foot, and then when you take it off, it goes back. So it's not going to be something that depletes over time. You do have that that rubberized outsole, and there's a little bit like a 1/4 of an inch little, you know, heel, so to say here. But really, just that beauty. It's really like we said, sort of an unexpected espadrille. You've got a crochet toe on all of them. You've got beautiful black lace. And you know, here on this black lace that I'm showing you, as you can see, it might be hard to tell at home, but this is a really, really pretty black lace.
And then even with the jute wrapping
Yes.
around the bottom,
Yeah.
this is done in a way that it's going to be durable because it has that hard
Yeah,
bottom
right,
sole.
you're right.
If you've had espadrilles in the past,
True, they can fall
literally
apart.
come apart. This was meant to last for you. It can be walked and walk a mile in these, and it's not going to be a problem. And I find espadrilles, Kerr, to be very slimming. I don't have the slimmest of feet, but when I put an espadrille on, it's almost like shadow sides. I feel like they.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I don't think I ever thought about it that way as an espadrille, but that absolutely, I think you're totally right. And you know, for those of you who don't know, I know Gabrielle knows this, but I am always reminded, especially with an espadrille. So Marc Fisher, his father was actually one of the founders of Nine West, and I remember, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you have worn Nine West or at least heard of Nine West. And Marc designed with Nine West for years and years, but really shoes and footwear is in his blood. It's really it's in his DNA. He grew up with, you know, Nine West basically being founded in his basement in Newton, Massachusetts. But I remember Nine West really making beautiful espadrilles year after year. So I think some of that inspiration kind of can trickle down into the more, you know, modern take of it today.
It's become a seasonal tradition for Marc.
Yep, exactly.
Well, let's take a look. We'll see it on Stephanie. And this is going to be that go-to slip-on. We talk about how big the athleisure look has taken over. This is a way to have a casual look that can work a little bit more sporty, or you can have it be, I think, a little bit more dressed up with a maxi dress or a cute little crop pant. Of course, with our uniform, the jean.
I mean, I
always
love it.
gonna work.
I love the way, so we're calling that blue, and it is sort of like a metallic dark denim with the beautiful studding detail you can see there. I love it with that dark skinny jean. So a really dark skinny jean and a long flowy tunic. You know, any of the Susan Graver's tops would probably work wonderful with that. The Lori Goldstein blouses with those, you know, in those skinny jeans, and the blue looks fantastic.
Oh, but here comes gold. And with the cute
So
little summer
unexpected,
dress,
right?
a little flirty dress.
You don't expect to see a casual summer shoe like an espadrille done in a gold lace. That's where sort of Marc Fisher takes it to the next level. Just beautiful.
And you are loving it and snatching up the gold. If you like this, keep in mind it's brand new today, but we're getting a little bit more limited in this gold option. And you do have the 3 easy payments of $26.33 on your credit card over the next 3 months. That's less than $1 a day for a really current look in an espadrille, still giving you all the features that you would look for as far as a little padding in the sole. You have that heel on the bottom, that nice hard outer sole. It's a good looking shoe. And if you have always worn espadrilles, this is how you make them up to date.
This is how you make them up to date, and also, like Gabrielle said, this is how you make them last. I find that a lot of the espadrilles that I used to wear,
they have a shelf life.
They have a shelf life. They really have like sort of a spring or summer, like a one season, maybe, you know, two seasons, and then I was throwing them away, and that made me sad. And I just don't think this is going to be that espadrille that you have to throw away. I think this is going to be that one that you reach for each spring and sort of look forward to. It also, I find, is a good. One of the questions from my stylist background, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do I transition from season to season? And I feel like an espadrille shoe like this is a great way to do it. It can take you on those few weeks in between summer and fall. This is the shoe. Those few weeks as we go into, as we go into spring, this is the shoe that can do it.
Well, especially right now, as you're talking about this transitioning, because it's been very cold, but like today we might get around in the mid-60s.
Right, so what are you wearing? Right, and it is hard, and it is sort of a question that we all can have, and I feel like
this is the answer for you.
There you go.
Over 100 of these now been spoken for. You're loving this brand new style from Marc Fisher. He's always working and designing and bringing us the current styles, and this is going to be the perfect timing. You might have spring break plans. You've got some great summer vacations coming up. You want some cute footwear, and this, by the way, is lightweight. It's not a heavy espadrille, and if you look at this, it really is that core classic foundation of an espadrille with these really fun updated uppers. You're looking at the gold lace on Michelle, and that's one you could wear with everything.
You really could.
Like, we could switch, and then Stephanie could have the gold on, and it would look really cute with her outfit as well.
You're right.
And as you mentioned, hers is what we're calling blue, but I love how the studding is kind of a little bit of a flower.
It's a little bit of a flower, and I love that it's done just sort of on that outside of the shoe. It's just a really sort of avant-garde design feature that you just don't see coming and going on the average pair of espadrilles. But this is not the average pair of espadrilles.
It's not your average bear.
It's not.
Well, A265267 is your item number. The style is called the Palmer. It's brand new. You're seeing it for the first time in this show today, and it's on Easy Pay. Now, Easy Pay is not guaranteed to be here tomorrow or the next day, but we do have it now so that you can budget this and pay less than $1 a day on your credit card for a current fresh look in an espadrille. This does say to me designer. Someone's going to be saying, oh, okay, who makes those shoes?
Exactly.
Where'd you get them from?
Right. Exactly. You're right. This is not, you're right. It's designer. And Marc Fisher is, so Marc Fisher has been designing for, leading collections, top amazing collections for other designers for over 3 decades. And then about 8 years ago, he started his own, his own line, a label under his own name, Marc Fisher. And that's what we are super excited to have. Now we have here at QVC. We just launched it here at QVC in September. So this is a new fashion brand, and we really, for QVC, and we really, at Marc Fisher, just appreciate your support and you're loving him.
And shoes, handbags, it's a true accessories line.
Right.
Who knows what the future holds?
There you go.
I will say, if you love fashion footwear, this is the go-to line here at QVC.
Yes.
We're so excited when Marc was introduced, and it's because it looks like this. All of us have been drooling over the offerings. I will tell you, I'm doing some shopping in this hour myself, and
you're allowed. You are allowed.
I know.
Yeah. That's the dangerous thing about working here. It's, it's
well,
like,
can you imagine they were like, you can't shop.
No.
Like, you're not allowed to buy the
part
items.
of the fun of working here is we get to shop while we hang out with you.
Well, if you'd like to take advantage of that Easy Pay, it is available. And your options: blue, gold lace, and